Alexa, how many subscribers does Classic Retro Game Room have?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Fucking useless.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and I have an announcement to make. I now have over 2,000 subscribers. I've been hovering under 2,000 subscribers, short of about 20 subscribers or so, for about the past probably 2 years or something. The kind of disc rot videos seem to have been, I wouldn't say popular, but people are obviously out there looking for some info on the disc rot, and I've obviously come across my video, so I probably have a few new subscribers to say hello to, and not forgetting all the people that have supported the channel over the years. Thanks for the support and all that stuff. Yeah, I've been trying to do some things with regards to kind of the Saturn and the disc rot, and it's been failing as usual. It's just like the attempts at emulation, nothing's working. And I could do with some advice if anybody has any, because the internet these days is useless. It used to be you could go on the internet, you could search something and you would find an answer. Now there's just so many people with opinions and misinformation, and yeah, like you're looking to download software or something, you find a website and then it's got what you want, allegedly, so you click on the link and it's a mirror link, and that file's no longer available, which seems to happen constantly. So I'm going to spin the camera around and get to what this video is all about. So here is my Saturn on the floor. It's a PAL Saturn because I'm in the UK. You see it's got the action replay, and what I've been doing with this Saturn is trying to install Pseudo Saturn onto that action replay cartridge. So if you don't know what Pseudo Saturn is, basically you can flash, there's a few different cartridges that you can use, or basically you can flash an action replay into kind of custom firmware where you can load backup games, because some of you may be kind of misinformed of this. The action replay cartridges allow you to play import games. So on my PAL console I can play Japanese and US import games. They do not allow you to play burned CDR games. So yeah, that's the reason why I've been trying to flash this cartridge. So I've been using Maxell CDRs. These are all burned discs that I haven't been able to get any of them to work. Problem being possibly that my computer only burns as low as 16 speed and my laptop only does 10 speed. So ideally for these retro consoles, they're probably running a 1-speed CD drive. So that's what you ideally want to burn at. I've read on forums and things people saying that they've burned at 8 speed and it works, but yeah, nobody was out there saying they've burnt at 16 speed or 10 speed saying it's worked. So if anybody knows if that is the issue, that would be great, because I don't have anything that will burn at 1 speed at the minute. You would probably need, I'd imagine, an old just CD writer rather than a DVD writer to get speeds that low. So yeah, basically what you would do if this was all working is you take the 5 screws off the bottom of the Saturn, which I've obviously done. Then you can remove the top cover, and then there's a switch down here, kind of like a reed switch, if you know what one of them is, but not. And you tape that closed so that the Saturn thinks that the disc tray lid is closed, and then you would put your disc with your custom firmware in. Yeah, you'd have to put the cartridge slightly ajar so it doesn't boot up, but allegedly if you can get the firmware to work, it will detect the device ID of the action replay or whatever card you're using. and you put your disc in, power up, assuming you've got the battery that works for the date and time. Your disc spins up, then it makes that bump sound, and then you would swap to a legit game very quickly. Obviously that would spin up, that checks the DRM, then it gets to the produced by Sega screen, you press reset, take that out again, lightning quick, bang in. Once you've reset, you wait for that bump sound again, and then you swap to your flashed firmware disc or firmware flashing disc, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, like I say, it's not working for me. I don't know whether it's this Maxell kind of CDR. I know a lot of people say that verbatim is what you want to be doing, you know, what you want to be using for these things, but I've also read some bad reviews of their disc media recently, so I don't know whether that kind of is still the case, that they are a decent brand, and it's just annoying the shit out of me. I can go on eBay and buy like a pre-flashed cart for about 40 quid, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that as an easy option. So with regards as to what I've done with my games so far, I've basically done nothing since the last video I did on disc rot. As you can see, these were the games I said I'd sleeve the discs up and put them back in the boxes, and this designates where, you know, how far I've got this game on its side. So I, you know, if I did these 10 here, whatever, then I'd put this game on its side. I've done none of that because these things are just one down here, the quality of them is just awful. Somebody did pick up in the comments that it's not a good idea to use these. I did kind of know that before I bought them, because they can kind of permeate some oil from themselves, from the plastic over time, that can make your disc rot worse. I've mentioned it in previous videos. It's also happening for comics and things where people are they have sleeves to the comics and they give out this oil and it ruins the comics and things. So yeah, they're just crap, so I've not really bothered doing that. I'll probably just use them for when I do get some CDRs that actually work. You know, I'll write on them what the description with a Sharpie pen, and then I'll put them in there to keep them kind of safe. Which kind of brings me to another topic, I guess. Yes, as somebody mentioned in the comments on one of my previous videos, they had a load of CDRs that rotted. These are some of my CDRs. I used to be a DJ, and some of these are like mixers. Most of these are ripped onto my PC in my music collection on there. But yeah, as you can see, fully rotted up. It depends from disc to disc. These Imation ones in particular seem pretty shit, and also these Mr. Data ones, as you can see, these have got a different kind of rot going on. So there is some damage to the upper side of the kind of top layer of the CD, but it's kind of hard to see. But there is some kind of way you can see the chemicals reacting. As you can see, I've not kept these in good condition. I don't really give a shit about them because, like I say, they're ripped onto my computer. But yeah, it's also something. See, all these here kind of look like pinholes, I guess. Don't really show up in the light though, but you can see the blackness there. It's almost like a mold type looking thing. Can't really see it too well, but yeah, it's worth just knowing that CDRs obviously can suffer from it as well. But these, I mean, that one's got a big crack in it, but these Maxell ones don't seem to do too badly over time. To be honest, there's a Mr. Data that doesn't look too bad either, but yeah, definitely, if you've got stuff on CDRs that you want to keep, I mean, I should probably just throw all of these in the bin, really, because like I say, I've got all of these on my computer, but I just wanted to mention that as a bit of a side note. So yeah, there you go. That's where we are with the disc right at the minute. I'm trying to get the action replay cart flashed. I've just given up on that now. I'm not. I'd say I'm trying to. I've just given up on it. If I'm gonna have a flash cart, it'll be one I bought off eBay that somebody else has done. Because I'm not ordering a load of CDRs or USB disk drives or anything to burn said CDRs. It's not worth the hassle for me if I can just go and buy one for 40 quid. I mean, the cartridges are worth about 25, so I'm willing to give someone, 10, 15 quid to sort the disc out for me. This camera doesn't seem to cope very well with bright natural light situation, should I say. So yeah, I'm very close to just throwing in the towel with the Saturn at the minute and just selling my collection, but I guess I'll kind of see. It's my birthday in probably about 6-7 weeks time, and I usually get a load of games for my birthday, usually retro stuff. I say I get them, like I buy them myself with birthday kind of money that's given to me. So I guess I'll be making a decision when I'm ordering said games, because I'll be kind of setting the tone for what direction the collecting goes in from now, depending on what I buy. So if I buy a load of Mega Drive games, I'll kind of go in that direction. Who knows, I might even just think fuck it and buy a load of Saturn games, so I could just end up carrying on. So that's what I mean. I don't know what direction I'm going to go in, but yeah, 2,000 subscribers, good stuff. Thanks for watching. It's now time for beer and watching football. Actually no, it's time for treadmill and watching football, and then beer afterwards and a big smelly kebab. Alright.